Alright, it's been a little while since I did a video. Today's July 13th, I think. 12th maybe. Shoot, I don't even know. July 12th or 13th, something like that. But I've had a kitty. We used to have 4 cats here recently. And I've had this one kitty who's had diabetes for quite a while. I've been giving him insulin shots for 2+ years. And he'd need more insulin, he would need a little less, we'd have to start over. We spent a lot of time and effort and money trying to figure out how much insulin he needed. And with cats, it's constantly changing, or at least with this cat it was. Anyway, we noticed that he was dropping weight and wasn't doing so good recently. And I was like, I wonder if we need to increase his insulin or if something's going on. And then he started throwing up. So I took him to the vet, and his blood sugars were shockingly high. But he wasn't eating. He wasn't interested in eating. So the vet said he was extremely nauseous. She could tell because he was drooling a lot. I'm sorry if any of this is graphic. I don't mean to be graphic. I'm just sort of describing what we went through. And anyway, I'm leaving the Hobby Lobby in Raleigh that's at Strickland Road and Six Forks. I'm getting ready to turn left on Six Forks Road. And anyway, he... that first day, this was like 2 days ago, took him to the vet. They gave him a medicine to help the nausea, and they gave him some fluids, and he came home and seemed to be a lot better. And I gave him his insulin, and we were going to make arrangements to do a glucose curve to see if we needed to up the dose of insulin. But overnight he got sick again, and the next morning he was just he was walking around, but he seemed weak, and he seemed tired and lethargic, and he was not interested in eating anything. I tried tempting him with everything, and he wasn't interested in any of it. So I took him back to the vet, and the second time we went to the vet, yesterday morning, his blood sugars were actually normal, which was odd. His blood sugars are never normal, but his ketones were radically high. And the long and the short was he's going into ketoacidosis, which is basically like end of life stuff for cats with diabetes. Like, she was like, there's nothing that they can do about it there at the vet. We could potentially take him to the emergency vet, who could hospitalize him and put him on IV fluids and maybe try this and try that and maybe get him rebalanced, but there's no guarantee, and it would have cost us thousands of dollars. So in the end, we took him home and kept him comfortable and had a visiting vet come, and to put him to sleep, and he died yesterday. He passed yesterday afternoon at home with me and my husband and my 3 girls. And it was very peaceful. I'm sorry if I'm crying. It was very peaceful, and it was very easy, and for him, I hope, he seemed to just go to sleep, and then he just stopped breathing. And so it was all very peaceful and calm, and we were all a mess. We've been a mess. And anyway, so he has been, I'm sorry, I'm trying to get the phone yesterday. He has been, we've been struggling with him for a while. When cats have diabetes, oftentimes they, urinate all over the house. He would poop all over the house. We had tarps on the floor, trying to catch it. We had litter boxes in places that we'd never had before. I want to adjust the phone again. It's not quite right. everybody knows, I don't even know if I'll get this video uploaded anytime soon, but that's why it's been a little while. I actually still have the video from the last time I went to that Hobby Lobby, and I have not edited it yet because he's been sick and I've been busy, and I'm sorry. That is life. I'll get to it shortly. So hopefully when I can get this one out, and then I can get the others out, because there is a ton of fall stuff at that Hobby Lobby. I didn't record it today, but there's about the same now as there was when I was there last time. So I was there today because I'm trying to get I follow this lady on YouTube. Her channel is called Treasure Books. Her name is Natasha, and she makes journals and all these other crafty things. And I got started watching her because I've been getting into journals, and I make my own Bible study journals and my own Christmas journals and so on and so forth. And so she's very creative, this lady, and so much fun to watch. And she had this idea for making decorative. I mean, she's always has ideas for embellishing journals and decorating them and making them prettier. And I'm a big fan of making things pretty. Just don't want it to be too much, because it can be too much. So anyway, I was at Hobby Lobby looking for some supplies. Tried to make a video to show everybody what I got. Nothing major. I got like some buttons, some just little florals and things to embellish things, so that, because I'm going to try to make my own brads that are like the little paper closures. Gosh, this phone just does not want to stay level. Just wants to keep tilting. I do apologize. These little brads are like little paper fasteners that they come with the little prongs, and you stick the prongs in the paper, and then you open them up, and then that's what holds them in the paper. But she's putting them on the cover of her journals, and if you don't put them on too tight, if you just kind of loosely stick them in there, then you can take ribbon or twine and secure it to the other cover, and then wrap it around that brad, and that's how you close your journal and keep it closed so it's not flopping open, right? And you can unwind it and open it up. If you go find her, and you'll see what I mean. If you can look for Treasure Books, that's the name of her channel. And if you find her on YouTube, she's lots of very cool videos. She's got some great things. So that's why I was there today, but also just to walk around in the peaceful calm that is Hobby Lobby, because Hobby Lobby is definitely a happy place for me. And I got there really early. I was there at like 5 minutes after they were open, so I was able to get there before it got crowded, because it's starting to be crowded. Yesterday I passed by the Hobby Lobby on Capitol Boulevard in Raleigh, and the parking lot was like 3/4 full. I was like, what in the world? It was so full and so busy that it almost looked like it was Christmas time, because at Christmas time Hobby Lobby can be insanely busy. Like, I think that's when they do the majority of their business, is like from October through the end of December, when all the fall and Christmas stuff is out, and it's not just, but then of course it's not just crafters like buying crafting stuff. This time of year, it being July, yes, they do have fall stuff out. This particular Hobby Lobby I was just at, I just got off of was it 540? I was on Highway 540 and headed east, and now I'm headed north on Capitol Boulevard. the Hobby Lobby on Six Flags and Strickland is already got a little bit of Christmas stuff out. They're just starting to put their Christmas crafting stuff out, like the stickers and the jingle bells and embellishments and stuff, and a little tiny bit of Christmas jewelry. I didn't buy any of that, but I generally won't buy stuff at Hobby Lobby until they go on sale. It's like right now the fall stuff is already 30% off, and then it will go, I think it goes 40, eventually it goes 50. So I don't like paying full price for any of it if I don't have to. But I do love to go and look. I love to go and look at the Christmas. Oh my goodness, they already had like 2 whole rows of Christmas decorations out there, like candles and candle holders, really deep, rich reds this year, which is my favorite. My favorite colors for Christmas are the deep, rich red and you know, with all the greenery. That's my favorite, red and green. And then mixed with some gold is good too. Red, green, and gold. And a whole row of ribbons and picks and, you know, all the stuff that, and they have their wreath making stuff, like the plain greenery wreaths are out. So if you do make wreaths, you can get started because they got the ribbons out, or they've got the picks. Not all of them, there's a few empty buckets, but so I have never been any good at making wreaths. I've tried making them, and they always look, I don't know, skimpy or overdone or unbalanced, too small, too big, too something. I don't know. I don't have an eye for wreaths. Although I bought a fall swag, which I probably already have at least one, but I bought a fall swag, I think, the last year on clearance, and then I got some fall picks to embellish it. So maybe that's where I'll be successful, is to buy something that already exists and just see if I can add to it, because some of the wreaths are really plain and simple. Even the ones that have been decorated, they're decorated simply, and I like them a little bit more. And some of them are overdone, like especially when you go to like Michael's. Holy moly, they're selling some of their wreaths there. Their holiday wreaths, like for Christmas or fall. They've got, you know, this enormous wreath with 30 things on it. It's over the top. There's too much dripping off of it. You can't even see the wreath because of all the stuff on it. And then they want to charge you $120. And I'm like, no thanks. So, yeah, if you're into making wreaths, then right now Hobby Lobby's got a lot of the stuff to make them for fall for sure. They've all their fall picks out, and all their fall wreaths are out, and fall garlands, and all of that stuff is out, so you can make your own garland, your own wreaths, your own swags, your own candle holders, table toppers, whatever. All the fall stuff is out ready for that, at least at the 2 Hobby Lobbies near me. They're full of fall stuff. Somebody told me when I was talking to a Hobby Lobby employee yesterday. Yeah, there's this lady that I met, and by chance, she turns out she works at the Hobby Lobby on Capitol Boulevard, and she told me that they have already received about 90% of their fall stuff. She said it's not all out on the shelves, but about 90% of what they will get for this year. Whoops, this phone. It's not the phone, it's the clamp holding it on. You can secure it like to something, and then you can secure the clamp to the phone, but the tilt where the clamp, like, either you can tilt it down or up, it's very wiggly and loose, so the least little bit of vibration from the car will sometimes jiggle it. It makes me a little bit cranky, but I don't know what to do. So anyway, neither here nor there. Yeah, that lady said that about 90% of all the fall stuff they're going to get for the year is already in the building. And some of it is in bins up on the top shelves, and they're waiting for some more of the spring summer stuff to sell down, so they've got space to put the fall stuff out. But we were talking about how if you see something you like seasonally at these stores, if you see something you like, even though it's nowhere near time for that season, you better, if you like it, you should get it, because it'll get gone and it's not going to be replaced, is the point. So I am currently on my way to the Walmart, the Walmart that's closest to my house. It's in Wake Forest, right off of Capitol Boulevard, and then after that I have to go to the eye doctor. Yuck. So that's going to be fun Saturday for me, the day after I lost my kitty. So I'm not thrilled with all that, but hey, life happens, right? Death is a part of the natural way of things. So I guess the good news is that the sun is shining and I feel pretty good, and the rest of my family is pretty healthy, and we're doing okay. So things could be worse. Things could be worse, I guess. It does stink though to lose Waffles. His name is Waffles. Although we almost never called him Waffles anymore. We had like 30 different nicknames. We have nicknames for everybody in the house. But anyway, that's pretty much it. I'm getting ready to turn into this Walmart. There's somebody behind me with tiny little signs on the front of their car. I don't know what they say because they're on the front of their car, like on their windshield facing forward. How could you even see it? I guess if you were walking around and you wanted to put a notice underneath their like windshield wiper or something, you could read it for sure then. I don't know. Life is sometimes funny. People are funny. So yeah, not too much else going on. I'm still working at my job with my one client, and I have another one tomorrow afternoon. And it's still hot as blazes. It is 10 o'clock in the morning and it's already 88 degrees out. Yuck. It's supposed to, I didn't see the forecast for today, but I'm sure it's supposed to be well over 90. It pretty much usually is in July and August here. It can be really hot. All right, so I'll turn into this parking lot here, go past the car dealership. The Walmart, and I'm sure it's full of people. It's relatively early in the morning though, so maybe it won't be too bad. All right, well, I'm gonna find me a parking place. I'm gonna go inside. I'm gonna see if I can find any. I needed some fruit and some other things for the house, and I see if I can find a few more supplies for these journals, like paper type goods, things that I couldn't find for a decent price or couldn't find it all at the Hobby Lobby. So I'm going to look at Walmart because they have a few crafts and things here too. Yeah, this parking lot is busy. But anyways, I'm gonna go in and go do this, get my shopping done, and then I'm gonna go to my eye doctor appointment. So hopefully I will see you guys later. Bye.